Hey, Christopher. So I have another solution here to the month-to-date issue using a slicer. Instead of using formulas altogether, you could actually do it pretty simple with a slicer. So basically right here, I just added this slicer that slices on the day. So I took the date over here on the left. I have the date field here in the rows area. And if you right-click and group, you can basically group and include days. So I included days, which would just give us the days 1 through 31, the days of the month. That's what that field would do. So you just add that field in there. That basically adds a field to the field list over here for day. And then I just inserted a slicer. I just went insert. Oops, I just hit the, so you go insert. I just hit help, sorry. Insert day for slicer there, and that's basically what I have here is just a slicer for the days. So now when I select 1 through 8, that'll basically slice all the months for the first 8 days of the month. So if I was to clear this here, if I was to clear this and then show all the days, we can see now that January has a $93 total. But if I was to I can just left click and hold and then select, go over, kind of drag across and select any number of days. So 1 through 8 would then just filter everything, all of the months for the first 8 days. So this is kind of nice because then you can also, if you wanted to see some certain time periods for all the months, you can do that as well. So for example, if I wanted to see maybe the second week, I could just select the second week there and I can see my revenue for the second week of each month, or these days for each month. It's not going to be necessarily time sensitive to the actual day of the week. You could do that as well, but for this particular case, you just have you could just select the number of days. So that's probably an easier way to do it than formulas. The drawback here is that it doesn't automatically update. So if we add, new data few days from now, we'd have to go in here and select or filter for all those days to include those days. But it does give you some flexibility in terms of what you want to analyze. If you just want to see the third day of the month for every single month, you just click 3 and then you see those numbers automatically. So that's another way to go about it. Like with everything in Excel, there's a million ways to solve one problem, but hopefully that gives you some ideas. Thanks again, and I'll talk to you soon.